Yeah, we're live, we're live, we're live. So how do I get it? Okay, so now welcome everyone. Sorry for the little delay, but we are here and in few minutes my guest will be on the show and we will zoom off immediately. So sit tight and watch us. So please give us few minutes and we'll be right back. I mean, 3 minutes will be enough. 3 minutes. We'll see you. Should we be ending? Yes, we are back live. Beautiful. Welcome everyone. Good afternoon, Victor. How you doing today?
I'm fine.
Good. Wow. You see, all the third world network that is fighting this epic show. Don't worry, we'll not fire it today. We'll fire it tomorrow, next time. So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, world, to the most epic show, the Idea Moment with Rachel. Yeah, it is our dream that one day we will be able to do this these days. The Idea Moment with Rachel will be held Yay. Okay, so I was saying that third world network, lights, dealing with this dealing with us each time we come here. But guess what? We are really working hard to overcome it, and every day we keep overcoming. Good afternoon, everyone. People are watching, and we are so happy. When you tune in by 4 p.m., and if for any reason we don't show face, you keep trying, you keep waiting until we are there. We happy. Thank you so much for being with us. As you can see, there's a handsome man on the show today. This guy will black like Rachel. Okay, so welcome everyone to today's show. This is Idea Moment with Rachel, a show that captures kids. We bring kids a lot live. We bring them live and we talk with them in such a manner that helps them to actually know what the purposes are, in such a manner that helps them know the problems. Okay, try to identify their passions and their giftings and how such passions and gifting can actually solve problems. Because for us, CIM world, our guests that you can see on the show. So, hello, our guests. Welcome to the show today.
Hello, everyone.
All right. Please, can you tell us your name? Let the world know who we are. Gisting with today. Please, what's your name?
My name is Victor Chukwuma Ugochukwu.
Victor Chukwuma Ugochukwu. That's how we have Victor C. Ugochukwu on the screen. Welcome, Victor Chukwuma. Victor Chukwuma, what? So, Victor, we were asking how old are you and which class are you in?
I'm 10 years old and I'm
Okay.
in primary 5.
And you are in primary 5. Our guest today is 10 years old and he's in primary 5. There's something I said in the post I made earlier today. Guys, since we began, we've been having 10-year-olds and guys, boys. Please, CIM is just saying that we don't specially select boys. We don't specially select people who are 10-year-old. But it happens that people, parents keep, giving us 10-year-old children who happen to be boys. Please, if your own is a girl, bring her to us. If she's not 10 years old, please bring her to us. We feature kids, preferably between the ages of 4 and 12. But we can go actually below or beyond that. So just know that it's TIM is not for boys, it's not for 10-year-old people. So welcome everyone who is there watching us. Can you say hi? Well, let's know who you are. Please drop a comment so that we know your name and the country you're watching us from. Tell us your name, tell us your country and your city. Okay? Example, hi, I'm Messi Kelly from Nigeria and Abuja. Okay, so welcome, Victor. You say your name is Victor C. Ugochukwu, and you're in primary 5 and you're 10 years old. Victor, where are you from? Are you a Nigerian?
Yes, I am from Enugu State,
Oh,
Nigeria.
you're from Enugu State. Ooh, welcome. So, how is Enugu today? Can you hear me?
Yes, it's good.
It's cool. All right, all right. Victor, you're looking charming. I mean, you're looking fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Today, without much waste of time, we want to begin to go into the show. Victor, we have plenty questions for you today. I mean, too many things to ask you. So just make sure you sit tight because you're going to answer many questions. When I was talking with people, Victor, telling people about you, I told them a story that when we were very small, okay, my dad, used to tell my eldest brother to come watch the screen when a thief was being killed. Either they fired him, either they burnt him, either they hang or hung him. So however the person was being killed, my dad had this habit of bringing my eldest brother that was a toddler more of then and say, come, Isaac, come and see. So the small boy would come and be watching screen and he'll be watching the person being killed. And he would confirm that this person is being killed because he stole. I remember then my father told us, excuse me, about one of the thieves that was killed. The guy's name is Theophilus. I've not forgot it. So Theophilus was killed, I think by firing. They fired him to death because he stole. And so Victor, last time when I was with you on a session, you mentioned that you hate stealing. Okay, you
Yes, ma'am.
detest stealing. Yeah. And when I was asking you, I mean, how do we handle it? How can we stop stealing? And there were things you told me which reminded me that my father's behavior. So you said something about letting children know that stealing is bad very early in life. You said something that when a child is still in nursery school, the child should be taught not to steal. You also said that when a
Yes,
thief is being punished, even if they are burning the person on the market square, excuse me, that kids should be brought closer to watch the fellow being killed and being burnt because they stole, so that children will know that stealing is a punishable offense. Victor, believe me, that thing gave me a fact. I've thought over it a lot of time. So today, we're gonna be sorry, people. Let me take a sweet. That's right. I needed to take a sip because I was coughing. Okay, so today, Victor, I would want you to elaborate more on that. But before I come to that side, Victor, do you have some skills?
yes, ma'am.
You have some skills.
Yes, ma'am.
How many skills do you have that you can remember? How many of them?
Two.
Two. Two good skills. Two good skills. Can you mention those skills?
I have organizational skill and I have teamwork skill.
You have organizational skill and teamwork.
Yes,
Victor, I
ma'am.
respect you. You know why I respect you? I think you have skills that I lack. I think I'm not. Do I have organizational skill? Hey, I think I do. And teamwork. Okay, I'm learning it now. So, Victor, it's a pleasure having you and knowing that you have such a skill. Victor, tell us, how do you know that you have organizational skill? Let's be sure. How do you know? What
Like
makes you
one day,
think you have?
for
Huh?
example, for example, one day my mother she went to village. Then I arranged the house, I washed the plate, I clean everywhere, and then I even take care of her fowl. And then when she came back, she was so happy. And even if I finish cleaning the house, I don't like when my brothers will scatter it, will dirty it.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. You said you could actually, you're someone who cleans the house, you who washes plates, organizes everywhere, and even feeds your fowl. Your mother rears fowls.
Yes, ma.
Okay, she does poultry.
Yes, ma.
Oh, beautiful. And you know how to feed the poultry, clean the poultry house and all that. You just said something. You don't like when you finish arranging the house and your brothers come and spoil the place.
Yes, ma.
Those your brothers must be careful. Okay, Victor, that's good. You said you have teamwork as a skill.
Yes, ma.
Tell us, have you demonstrated it in the past? Where in the past did you show that you have a teamwork as a skill?
For instance, one like in the church, they told us that we should have group by group. Then we are arranging the fruit of the Holy Spirit. As we are arranging the fruit of the Holy Spirit, other people were telling us that we are going to fail, we are going to fail, and then later won and they give us presents.
What did you do in the team that made you win? Did you do anything special that made you win?
Yes, ma. I run so fast.
Okay, you ran so fast. Okay, the game required someone running and coming back and running and coming back.
Yes, so that you pick the fruit of the Holy Spirit and arrange it.
Okay, okay, okay. And it was your ability to run fast that way that made you to win, your group to win.
Yes, ma.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Eh. Have you demonstrated this team spirit any other place?
No, ma.
Okay. I mean, have you had maybe in the school you were playing ball or you were doing debate or whatever? Have you been in a team, any other team before?
Yes, ma.
Okay. Okay. What kind of team was that? Can you still remember?
Mm, like in like in reading the Bible quiz.
You said
Bible quiz.
Bible quiz. Okay, you were grouped in teams.
Yes, ma.
Oh. And did your team win too?
Yes, ma.
Thank you so much, Don Raf Inspiration, for joining us. We are glad. Okay, your team won. What did you do in that particular team that made your team to win?
By organize everyone.
Okay, you helped to organize everyone.
Yes, ma.
Okay, that was how your team won.
Yes, ma.
It's as if you like working in the team more than working alone. Do you prefer to find yourself in a team?
Yes, ma.
Wow. This is good though. Unlike Rachel, I don't know. I like team. I work with team, but I found myself more work as an individual. I mean, I can do a lone ranging. I can be a lone ranger, but these days I'm repenting. I'm becoming more people oriented. Trying to get into people and work with people. But I know that before now, sometime in the past, I could not be me and me and me and me alone. So, Victor, that's good. It's a very good skill, and believe me, I may have to want to learn from you one of these days. Okay. What do you like doing, Victor? Like maybe when you're alone, or when you are happy, or when you want to play. What do you like doing?
I like playing football.
Football. Boys
Yes.
like football a lot. Beautiful. What again do you like doing?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm saying, like, apart from football, what again do you like doing?
Mhm. Hide and seek.
Hide and seek. Okay. All right. All right. Victor, have you read any book before?
Yes, ma.
What's the name of the book?
The bright future.
The Bright Future. Can you tell us? Okay, do you still remember who wrote the book? Who is the author?
Who is the
The person that wrote the book. Do you still remember the name?
no ma?
Okay. Ngwa, tell us what was the book talking about?
That he was in the school, and then that
Who was
he
that?
was
Who was that?
I can't remember his name.
Okay. Okay. Now tell us the story. The person was in the school and what happened?
And then they were writing the exam, and then he passed, but he was poor because of his uncle is not living with him, and then
Okay.
he don't have any money to go to his uncle, but his parents have died. His,
Wow. 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 Bright future. Okay, let's get back to the story of the day. Victor, you said you have two skills you shared with us. You have organizational skill, you have teamwork, and you shared with us the things you did in the past, how you use these skills. That's wonderful. Victor, please, and I asked you what you're passionate about, what your hobby is. You say you like playing football, you like playing hide and seek. Victor, can I ask you more questions? Please.
yes, ma'am.
Do you find out any problem in Enugu State? You say you're from Enugu State, Nigeria. Do you find out any problem in Enugu State, in your home, in your school, in your church? I guess you're a Christian, and other places you've been to. Have you identified any problem, things that you don't like, things that make you feel bad, things that you detest, you don't just like, but I mean, so are there things like that?
I don't like I don't like people stealing. I don't like failure. I don't like
You don't like failure, you don't like stealing, you don't like what again?
exam
Eh?
malpractice. Exam malpractice.
Exam malpractice, exam malpractice. Wow, stealing, exam malpractice, and failure. Wow, these three dislikes tend to be in the same direction too. Wow, wow, wow. Ha! This one you detest them. Have you seen someone steal before? Have you experienced stealing before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell
Like in
us.
For example, like in my school, my parents gave me money to buy something for me and my younger brother. Then for me to go and buy for my younger brother, then the money will be stolen. Then I was so angry and I was so sad.
Hmm. Okay, you went to school, your parents gave you money to buy something for yourself and your younger brother.
Yes, ma'am.
The money was no longer in your pocket. In other words, it's been stolen and you felt too bad. Okay. Ah. And what about exam malpractice? Have you witnessed exam malpractice before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Like
share with us. Tell us the story.
for example, in our school we are having exam. Then other people they were looking at other people's book. Then like if I want to be a teacher, I'll put camera so that it can be seeing the people that is stealing, so that when the teacher wants to mark, she will find the people that is stealing, and then she will flog them and teach them so that they'll start reading their book.
Sorry, network came in and I didn't get. You said if you were to be a teacher, what will happen?
I'll put a camera that can be watching the people that is stealing that is looking at other people's book. So that if I want to mark, I'll be sure that this person is intelligent. So that you not be that when you not put the camera, you think that this person is more intelligent than this person. But you don't know that the other person is more intelligent than the other one.
I like this. I like this. My brother, in fact, I wish your kind of teacher taught me in school. I like it. Okay, you don't like exam practice from what you're saying, like someone is not intelligent, someone did not read, but they'll come and steal from another person, still answer. They'll go and write it as if they did it so well, and then the world will be celebrating them. So you're like, if you're to be a teacher, you put something like CCTV camera or so you know. So before you mark your papers, you watch the whatever to see whether anyone did my practice. So you don't go and mark the person high, whereas they actually stole, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I like your detailedness. So God help us. Sincerely, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I remember when I was in school, one day we were having exams. Victor, you get the story? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Beautiful. So we're writing exams, and we were writing French, and a particular girl was writing. She knew French a bit. Another guy was also writing. That one doesn't or didn't know French. So he wanted what they call help, examination malpractice. So she asked the lady, trying to make, trying to get answers from her. And I remember the first question was asking, introduce yourself. So all of us were saying, je m'appelle this, like my name is this, my name is that. And the girl had written her name, okay? And imagine, for example, my name is Rachael, and I say, je m'appelle Rachael, this. And then the lady wrote her own name, je m'appelle, she mentioned her name. And when she was able to squeeze her, steal her paper and pass to the guy that she wanted to help in quote, they were doing my practice. So because the guy didn't even know the meaning of je m'appelle, the guy just copied je m'appelle, mentioned the girl's name, the girl's surname and all that. And funny enough, this is a girl and a boy. So by the time the lecturer and the teacher was marking it, can you imagine? You say je m'appelle Victor C. Ugochukwu, and then a girl collected your paper, and a girl wrote je m'appelle Victor Ugochukwu, that kind of thing. And this girl's name is Mercy or something. So it was so funny. So the teacher caught them, and the teacher came and said it in the class. All of us laughed and laughed and laughed. In fact, we began to call the boy that name. I don't want to mention that name so that the boy will not catch. I don't want to tell the world the boy that did that. It's so bad. Do you know what? All right, you know what? If that boy was not caught, if it was not that question was that kind of question that he went and wrote that rubbish, he would have been claiming that I'm intelligent, I know French, I made an A. That kind of rubbish. But because he stole that girl's name, it was obvious that, boy, you be thief for inside the exam hall. So what I'm saying is that examination malpractice is actually bad. So Victor, the way you're saying it is as if someone has stolen your answers before.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so this is an interesting story. Okay, please, you mentioned that you hate failure. Failure. Do you mean academic failure or all kinds of failure? Do you mean failure in school?
Yes, people failing.
Failing in school in exams?
Yes, people.
Okay. Victor, maybe you may end up being a teacher. Oh. The problems you find in the society seem to be all related to academics somehow. What do you want to be in the future, Victor? Do you want to be a lecturer?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to be a lecturer? No wonder. Now I know where your passion is coming from. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right, Victor. So, um, you said you hate failure.
Failure.
Please tell us, have you seen failure before? Explain to
Yes, ma'am.
us. Share with
Like
us. Okay.
for example, in our school, there's one boy. He always used to be failing, and then we used to tell him that he should read his book, but he's slow in learning. He's not fast in learning. Before he learns something, it will be so long. So we always used to teach him, but he always used to fail. But now he's now passing. He's now passing some people that he was intelligent than him. Now I like it now.
Okay. Okay, this
But
boy was in your school or is in your school and
yes, ma'am.
he fails.
Yes,
Though
ma'am.
he reads, but he fails and the thing pains you,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Kai. Ah, this thing you said now, you could need to feel good pimples all over my body. I remember Victor, I had a classmate. That girl is dead now.
Oh, oh,
She came to the school not reading very hard. She was my roommate. So because by God's grace, I read and I could read. And the other roommate could read. So she saw us reading and she noticed we were doing well in school. And so she began to pick up and she began to read. Unfortunately, she could read, but she would not understand. So this thing became a problem that she could not finish reading and she would not understand. So the more she read, the more she failed. She had carryovers. So sometimes I would want to help to teach her and all that. What pained me so much was seeing that she actually made effort, but somehow she still kept on failing. Ah, I get it. I get it. And just as you are saying now that is it a boy or girl? The one you are talking about?
a boy.
A boy. So this particular person, boy you're talking about, you say he's a slow learner. Like in my own case, that girl, my own was a girl. I think she was not just a slow learner; she was a different kind of learner. Okay, so she was a visual learner. If I have to say, the girl I'm talking about, we have kinds of learners. Some people
Yes,
are
ma'am.
auditory learners. Instead of them to read book, they like to listen to the book. Like you could read the book, record the voice, and the person will be hearing it, listening to it. Some people are visual learners. They like when you're drawing it, you are showing it, they could see it. Some people are other kinds of learners. So me, for example, I'm not a visual learner. They say I'm not a literary learner. I can actually read and understand. So I now got it that she's a visual learner. So what I used to do, I began to convert her courses. So when I get a course like this, I will structure it like formula, and they should be trying to decode. Mm? I'll give her signs to know this and signs to know that. If you see us learn that time we were not reading together. I was not just teaching her. In fact, we were not learning together. I was teaching her, and I was trying to structure the learning, the subject, the courses in a way she understands or she could understand. It was difficult. Eventually, she did not graduate with us. She graduated a year after. Unfortunately, she died after youth service. She had finished serving and she got married and she died. So what I'm saying is that when you complain that you hate when somebody is failing, especially when they are reading but they are still failing, I really get what you're saying. I mean, I have witnessed it. Okay, Victor.
Yes, ma'am.
I've told you my own story. To what you mentioned stealing, I told you about Theophilus. You mentioned failing, and I told you about this, my friend, my late friend, and you mentioned the exam malpractice, and I told you of a boy that answered a guest name because she stole a guest answers. Okay, so now, Victor, are you doing anything to solve the problem of stealing in our society? Or do you have any idea on how we can fight that crime, that behavior? Do you have a solution? Hello? Hello? Our guest is gone, but I know she'll be back on the stage. He'll be back on the stage, rather. I know it's third world network. All of you, when they prayer warrior, oh yeah, begin to fight prayers. Okay, we know Victor will be back soon. My dear. Wow, it was an interesting session. I mean, not that it's been an interesting session with Victor C, Ugochukwu, and the guy is telling us a lot of stories, very insightful. He just said now, for the first time I'm hearing it, that he wants to be a lecturer. And the things he's been sharing with us are actually related to schooling, related to academics. He talked about hating stealing. He talked about hating examination malpractice, and he talked about hating failure, academic failure. So he mentioned about he told us about his friend that was failing and failing and failing despite efforts. So they began to advise him to changing his style of reading because the young boy was already reading. Eventually, he was able to adjust and he began to pass. What a beautiful story. So we want to believe that Victor will soon be back so that we finish up. Victor, where are you? Please come back. Okay, so while we are waiting for Victor, believing Victor will be back, I told us a story of Theophilus, okay? And I told us that Victor said something that caught my attention. I mean, my father did this almost 40 years ago because that elder brother of mine is very close to 40. Okay, so now maybe around, let's say 38 years ago, thereabouts, so that my father was exposing this boy to punishments that were given to thieves. My father's argument was that let the boy from infancy see that theft is wrong, theft is an offense, punishable by law, and that in the course of stealing, someone's life could be cut short. So, and Victor mentioned that he hates stealing. There was a day one day I had a session with Victor and she mentioned this stealing. I remember sharing that apart from Theophilus' case that was killed right there, that elder brother of mine saw it as a child. No wonder, of course, none of us steals. But that elder brother of mine, one thing he hates a lot is stealing. Because from infancy, my father introduced him to the dangers of stealing. So I think I also shared with Victor that here in this city where I stay, in less than 1 month ago, just about 3 weeks ago, a thief was caught in the market and was burnt alive. You would say it's jungle justice, right? Yes, that could be called jungle justice. But when I heard about the whole thing, I heard he was on bike with a friend, probably an accomplice, of course. So a lady was carrying handbag and holding phone in the hand. He snatched the phone. He snatched the handbag. and the phone from the girl and wanted to climb the back bike again and go. Meanwhile, he stabbed the girl before he snatched those things. I heard. So the guy, with pains and in blood, the girl drew him, back from the bike. Like, how could you stab me? And as still trying to run away with my mobile phone and with my handbag. So with the way the girl drew him back with blood, this guy had to restab and restab and restab. In other words, he had to stab this girl several times. But with ah with death in in her eyes, the girl was still drawing him back and maybe raising an alarm. And that was how people gathered. It was in the market, at the outskirts of the market, actually. People gathered and they began to chase the guy. So the one that was riding the bike zoomed off. And so he that was being carried on the bike, the one that was stabbing, the one that was snatching, so they heard him, they began to pour fuel on him, and eventually they put fire. And that was how this guy lost his life. Well, guess what? He lost his life there. But I heard recently that the very guy he repeatedly stabbed also died in the hospital early this week. Can you imagine? So these two young people, a young lady and a young man, ended their lives just because a young man began to steal. You know that stealing has levels. That's what we call petty theft. There's what we call grand theft. There's what we call burglary and all that. So maybe the guy was, one thing Victor told me somewhat day, we were talking, Victor said that children should be taught how not to thief and should be punished and should be, discouraged extremely as much as possible when they are still doing petty stealing. That is, the child collects biscuit that does not belong to them. The child that does not belong to it. The child begins to collect pencils, steal few things, just very minor things. So Victor was of the view that kids should be punished, should be taught, should be, every means should be used to discourage and stop kids from stealing when they are still practicing petty theft, so that they don't grow to be practicing grand theft, shoplifting, and other kinds of stealing. Do you get? And believe me, this guy that was burnt, it's possible he began as a petty thief. He was stealing tiny things like biscuits, like a razor, like pencils and all that. But the parents probably didn't take it that serious, and today he is gone to the world beyond because of theft. And what did he steal? Telephone. Just telephone. I mean, it doesn't worth it. So I don't know why Victor is not coming back, but even if Victor could not join us anymore, we will be glad to end the show, okay, at this point. So please, okay, Victor is back.
I'm so sorry that I went offline.
Hello, Victor.
Hello, ma'am. I'm so sorry that I went offline. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no problem. I'm so happy you're back. I was trying to end the show because I thought you would not be back. So thank God you're back. Victor,
Yes,
how
ma'am.
can we handle? What do you say? Please tell our audience, because I was saying what I heard you say the other day. How can we handle the case of stealing, Victor? Do you have any idea?
Like, for example, I will bring all the whole youth and teach them so that they'll stop stealing. And also again, I want to get parents, even though your child is still small, you should be teaching him so that him or her, you be teaching him so that he will not be stealing. Be teaching him the right thing, because of if you not teach him, he will grow up and he will start stealing people things. Like there's a novel that I read that there's one boy, the parents was pampering him. They were pampering him, and when he grow up, he bites the mother ear when they were planning to kill him. Then I'm saying that parents that they should be teaching their children. And also again that all the youth that if they catch them stealing, they will burn them or they will fire them with gun or they will beat them.
Victor just brought another analogy. He said there's a boy he knows that they were pampering. This boy they will flog him. He'll begin to flog, beat back, and all those things. The parents were pampering him, and then that was how he grew up and began. Today, he beats his parents very well. So Victor is emphasizing that these teachings should be begun early when the kids are still small. Victor, that's what you're saying, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you say you will sensitize the youth. My brother, God will give you the grace. So it's important. I mean, this is important. It's
Amen.
important.
Amen.
All right. All right. And Victor, you said something about people failing. Do you have any idea how do we handle that?
Like, for example, I will teach them that wherever that if you know that I'm not intelligent, I should just be reading, and after God will give you the knowledge so that you pass and be the best than more than people that were not intelligent, that was intelligent than you.
Okay. 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 So you are thinking that the way out of stealing, failing, is persistent trial. Like you keep trying, you keep trying. Yes, I have a cousin. She read nursing. She was my elder
That
sister's classmates. I think that lady wasn't intelligent before. She wasn't. But all of a sudden, she began to read and read and read, and before you knew it, she graduated from secondary school very well with good grades, and eventually she read nursing. And I mean, today the story is different. So sometimes I think somebody may not be a quick learner, as you rightly said. That someone is a slow learner does not mean someone is a dull lad. So if a child reads and does not understand and does not pass easily, the parent should not criticize the baby. The baby should keep reading. That's what you're saying, right?
yes, ma'am.
Good. And over time, the child will start picking up. I think I agree with you. I think I agree with you.
Yes,
Wow. Thank you so much, Victor. It's been a pleasure being with us today. Victor, tell us another fun thing. What do you like about yourself, Victor? Tell us.
I like myself that I'm calm and I'm
You're
intelligent.
calm.
Yes,
Hey, Victor, you calm.
yes, ma'am.
But you're actually sounding vigorous on this video. So, okay. So, is it because people are watching you? Okay. So, what again do you like about your physical self? What do you like most?
I'm intelligent.
You're intelligent.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I'm talking about physical you. Looking at your body, what do you like?
Okay. I'm dark in complexion and I'm beautiful. And I'm handsome.
Okay, you're handsome.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you like your complexion, you like that you're dark. Even me self, I like that you're dark. I mean, can't you see that our colors look alike? Our complexions look alike. So you're handsome and I too like it. Victor, tell us about your dad. What does your dad do? Is he a trader? Is he a lecturer? Is he what does he do?
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Victor, what do you like most about your father?
He pays my school fees
What again?
and he's a very good man and a very good
Okay, good.
father.
How? Break the goodness. Eh?
Like he
How do you
always
mean by good?
that he always teach me and he always discipline me, but he's still good.
Okay, he disciplines you, but you still like it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, after all, you say you want to be a lecturer and teachers discipline a lot. So you need to be disciplined. So you learn how to discipline other people. Okay, and now you have a mother. Is your mother a business person too?
Yes, ma'am.
And you mentioned that your mother does poultry business. That's good. She's an agriculturist. Okay, Victor, what
Yes,
have
ma'am.
you ever heard from your mother that has your mother said anything? Is there any word from your mom that you have never forgot? Maybe something he told you, maybe something you hear her say. Is there any
That
word from your mom that mm,
like she said that I'm so hardworking.
okay. She tells you you're hardworking.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and you like it.
Yes, ma'am.
Your mother should come and tell me that I'm hardworking because me, self, I'm very, very, very hardworking. So she too should come and tell me. I'm looking for someone that will come and tell me that I'm hardworking. Oh, what's a pleasure being with you, Victor. And believe me, the world is watching you. People are watching from every part of the world, and they want to be sure that what you said you would do. So the society is watching you. TIM with Rachel is watching you. This video is on YouTube. This video is on Facebook. Is on Instagram. Is on LinkedIn. I mean, the world is watching you. This thing you see us do is viral. And tomorrow, the world wants to see whether Victor later did what he said he would do. So remember the things you said you will fight in our society, and that is academic failure, and that is theft, and that is what examination malpractice. Please, the world will hold you responsible if you don't do these things. Please keep to them. Thank you so much for being with us, Victor. What advice do you
Thank
have for parents that are watching us?
like they they should be happy.
I don't get it. You say they should be happy. That's the parents that are watching us, parents from everywhere.
They should be proud about their daughter and, and their sons.
Okay, okay, they should be proud of their daughters and their sons, proud of their children, proud of their children. Okay, okay. I think you're right because when someone is proud of you, it makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel proud of yourself too. It enhances your own self-esteem and confidence. That's good. What advice do you have for children that are watching us, Victor?
They should also be happy and be proud about their children.
I'm talking about children that are watching us, kids that are watching us. What do you say
Okay,
you're telling them?
that they should be hardworking and they should also learn from me.
They should be hardworking.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Wow. You sound like a teacher, actually. You sound like a teacher. They should be hardworking. Actually, hard work pays, and
Thank you, ma'am.
smart work pays. They should work hard. They should work smart. They should be productive. Wow. Thank you so
Them.
much, Victor, for being with us. We are happy that you came. Despite every effort that network made, we conquered. And today, the Idea Moment with Rachel was a huge success. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we can happily feature your own child. Do you want us to feature you? Simply send us a chat on 090 536 24450. Again, 0905 362 4450. You can also send us an email on innovatorsispace@gmail.com. This is the way to have your baby featured on this show. We'll be glad to bring your child to the world so the world can hear him. Remember, A Dear Moment with Rachel is a show that helps a child to see the world as a problem solver. We don't breed liabilities. We help you to shape your child's mindset so the child begins to see the world like a problem solver and be able to think out solution to the problems the child has discovered and be able to speak out, be able to communicate, be able to share the solutions that they have created. This is one thing we do. These are one part of the things we do in this show, and we've succeeded a lot doing it. And we hope that your kid will someday be featured. Thank you so much for watching us. Thank you so much, Victor, for being with us. Victor,
Okay.
what do you want to tell our audience? Can you tell them bye? Tell them to meet you sometime later.
Bye. Miss me sometimes later.
Okay. Victor said you should meet him sometime later. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. My name is Rachael G. Onyemairo. I'm the host. All right, bye-bye. I'm the host, The Idea Moment with Rachel. Thank you so much, everyone that watched, everyone that tuned in, and everyone that will watch later. Until next time, God be with you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.